If the trailer didn't look like bad news, Marvel is currently trying to cut Captain America 4 into a whole new movie 3 months before it releases in theaters. Hey y'all, Snarky J Cosplay here. So just a few weeks ago, we got the first full teaser trailer for Captain America: A Brave New World, and as usual for recent Marvel releases, opinions were quite mixed. I personally felt like I was looking at both messy CGI and poorly written dialogue.
Since when were they red?
That was clearly trying to imitate the success of the more grounded sort of political approach brought upon in Captain America: The Winter Soldier, done quite unsuccessfully, but some people thought it looked pretty good. However, Captain America: Brave New World has essentially been wrought with issues since its start. There have been constant reshoots and re-edits, and last year they went through a bunch of reshoots as a result of failed test screenings where audiences really just didn't respond to it. It almost starts to remind me of the drama with Aquaman 2, which was a huge failure over at Warner Brothers. But the Marvel rumor mill is currently buzzing that Captain America 4 has essentially failed yet another test screening, and the studio is having to rework the film to try and make it into something that can actually bring in a profit. And that seems a little easier said than done. Now, of course, Marvel has not come out to confirm any of this, but supposedly another test screening in the past couple of months really didn't bode well. It didn't get great responses for the film. Audience responses to the test screening were apparently incredibly negative, and Marvel is super worried, so they're having to rework the whole film again. It's unclear if they're going to have to do reshoots or if they're just re-editing the film. I'm sure as a result of all these reshoots, they've probably got tons of extra footage to recut and resplice the film. But I want to remind you that this film is set to release February 14th of 2025, and we're currently at the tail end of November, which means that Marvel has pretty much 3 months to try and rework this entire film. And when a studio this big is trying to rework a whole movie this close to its release, it's going to feel oddly paced, and you're gonna feel all those edits because the movie is going to be chopped up, and you're gonna feel that when you sit down in the theater to see it. So regardless of whether or not they have to go back into a volume and do reshoots, even if it is re-editing, it doesn't sound like it's going to do really well for Sam Wilson as the new Captain America. The other big thing is that means that the budget for Captain America: A Brave New World has essentially blown past what it should be. The budget right now is estimated to currently be anywhere between $375 million and $400 million. And that already sounds like a shitload of money for a Captain America film, right? But let me put this into perspective. The budget for Avengers Endgame was $356 million, which is less than the range that I just gave you for Captain America 4, and the budget for Captain America: The Winter Soldier, which would be a comparable film here, was only $170 million. Let that sink in, that from Captain America 2 to Captain America 4, they've almost tripled the budget. That is insane. So that means that if we're talking production, typically these movies like to make double what they spent so that they can recoup all those marketing and distribution costs. So let's say Captain America 4 cost $400 million all in. That means that it needs to make almost $1 billion. A Captain America film needs to make almost $1 billion at the box office to break even. And they're definitely not going to see those numbers, not out of the 4th installment of the Captain America franchise, not when we're already seeing the results of superhero fatigue, which could essentially be a stand-in term for we're sick of seeing poorly written shit fatigue. It seems like just a bad omen to have to rework this film just 3 months out from its release, and so soon after the first real teaser/trailer was dropped for it. Honestly, I kind of feel like Captain America: Brave New World is just coming too late. It's been too long since the Falcon and Winter Soldier show. It's been too long since Endgame and all those other movies. And to be completely honest, I feel interest in Captain America is waning. And after the results of Falcon and Winter Soldier,
you've got to do better, Senator.
Even my interest in this storyline have really just disappeared. they've had way too much time for reshoots and reworking and too much drama surrounding this film to have anybody be interested. It's been pushed back too many times. So honestly, I see Captain America Brave New World being just another failure for Marvel, and releasing on February 14th, I don't think that this one is going to be a love story at the box office. And that's all from me. I've been Snarky J. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. For more Snarky J, be sure to check me out on Instagram, and if you'd like to support me, this channel, and my content creation, do check out and consider subscribing to my Patreon for exclusive photo shoot sets and cosplay content. I'll add links to all of those in the description below. And let me know what you think about Captain America 4 being reworked yet again in the comments below.